I'm working on changing out my collection for the start of the new year. And the problem that I'm running into is my plants have been in slow movement in the way of my container arrangements in this area. Because I haven't kept the temperature as warm as I normally would have in this room, all of my container arrangements are taking their time. And so today we're going to talk about slow gardening and what that means in the way of containers. Now, for slow gardening, what it means is that it's simply just the fact that I have not been able to switch out my containers as frequently as I would like to. The problem is I have some beautiful forest tulips that are ready to go. So I have to kind of make a decision with, do I want to pull this arrangement here? And if we go over here to where we have some beautiful paper whites, which is in the daffodil family, you'll see that these paper whites are looking absolutely amazing. And actually, I'll go around. No, let me move this chair out of the way. Okay, now, there we go. This is out a little bit more, but look at this. Look at this bloom here. It's huge. See, so let me set this down. My paper whites are still in bloom here from when we planted these up. It's a Swedish style arrangement, and they're still kicking out more and more blooms. I still have blooms here that haven't cracked. So what we can do, we can either add an obelisk here, or we can go outside and we can forage, and we can find some different sticks to put inside of this arrangement in order to get us a few more days of bloom. Or we can just slowly start to incorporate some of our beautiful bulbs that we started earlier in the year. We can just start to incorporate them. I mean, the smell is absolutely intoxicating. To me, depending on which type of paper white you get, sometimes they will give a nod to the Early-Chair daffodil in the way of smells. But I don't know. Part of me wants to hang on, and then part of me wants to go ahead, new year, new arrangement. Drop down in the comment box. Let me know what you think about it. I don't think it would take too much if we were to go ahead and just put something like an obelisk over the top of it here, like this one right here. Let's clean it off first. If we dust this off a bit and we try to see if we can get it around our blooms and have our blooms coming out of the top, or we could change obelisk all the way together and go with something that's more open to where we could just come in and slide it over the top. That is also an option. All right, let's see if we can get this over our paper whites here. I like it, but I think our best course of action is going to be to pull these containers Both of our containers here are now transformed, and we have another look here. We used a white terracotta pot. We used the same moss. We didn't have to transplant much of the soil here, and we just transitioned from one container to the next. We came in and we used a wooden obelisk, which also has some metal detailing to it as well. And we use a silk bag in order to protect our blooms so that we could effortlessly pull the daffodils through on the top end. Now on this arrangement right here, I did go ahead and I forfeited some blooms. Could I have went in and just snipped off some of the spent blooms? Absolutely. But I'm very much encouraged because one of the things, especially if you go for the larger bulbs, you will see that you will get multiple blooms. So I want to get the most out of these daffodils here. And since the temperature is cooler and we're experiencing slow gardening versus the fast-paced rush through, flip a container as soon as you get the opportunity to put a new container in its place, we're going to push the plant to its limits. And you can see we have buds here that are just waiting to show their beautiful blooms grow up. So we'll be able to have a succession of blooms here.